basic negotiation format. So let's start with one of the extremes. And the first one is what we're going to call competitive negotiator, also known as hard negotiation. Now, a hard negotiator is somebody who basically takes the view, I'm not going to move. So it's literally, I'm going to plant my feet in the ground. I'm going to stay here. And if you want to deal with me, you come to me. Very often, this is a negotiation based around price. Have you ever found yourself in front of a hard negotiator? All too often. Too often, people are blinded. They're very one-dimensional. They think that price is the only thing we can negotiate on. And you're going to have to move to me because I'm not moving. Obviously, with Hong Kong landlords, that's a very, very common dynamic. How many pieces of property are lying empty because the landlord won't move? Yeah. So with hard negotiation, we tend to not really care too much about relationships because you're going to bend to my will. Is there any circumstance you can think of when that actually is a good type of negotiation tactic?
It may not be if the negotiation not come at once, but in the future, then we cannot use the hard negotiation every time.
Right, so if you're going to have repeat meetings and if you've got to maybe build a relationship, then you're right, it's probably not going to work well. When do you think it would work? When would you actually want to use this tactic?
When you can't compromise on certain things.
Possibly, if there's no option to compromise, yeah.
Maybe you want to test the bottom line.
We'll get to bottom line soon, yeah. We'll discuss bottom line, so it's good that you brought that up early. I mean, what about when you just don't care about the relationship? Now, I'm not saying this is good, but when we start with a theoretical framework, we want to understand what all our options are. And there's no one single negotiation style that is always appropriate. If, for example, let's say you're in Bangkok on holiday and you go down Sukhumvit Road and there's all those great little shops and you walk in and you want to negotiate for something, whatever it may be, you're probably never going to see that vendor again and they're not going to see you again. So there's no relationship being built. It is a pure price negotiation. So that's where hard negotiation probably works. And we've all done it, threatened to walk away to see if they move. Problem is they're more experienced than we are because they're doing this 1,000 times a day, so they know if we really want it or not. But it's a hard negotiation. However, in our business lives, that probably doesn't serve us very well most of the time because we care about ongoing relationship. And hard negotiators don't really care about relationship. Okay, so that's the first one.